Arizona Wildcats had 2 straight home wins to start off the season. Arizona Wildcats had 2 straight home wins to start off the season. While their second victory didn't come easy as they overcame a slow start to beat the NAU Lumberjacks 22-10. Actually, it was arguably one of the worst offensive performances from the Wildcats in recent years, with just 55 passing yards in the first 2 quarters. Also, they were 0 for 10 on third down and only gained 147 yards before the break. But it was a tale of 2 halves as Arizona opened the scoring and never looked back. UA rallied from the halftime deficit by outscoring the Lumberjacks 16-0 in the second half. Friday, the Wildcats will hit the road for the first time, taking on Big 12 Conference foe Kansas State in a non-conference game. Kansas State also escaped with a 34-27 road victory over Tulane in Week 2. Same as UA, they struggled throughout the first half but turned things around in the second, erasing the double-digit deficit and got a W. Apparently, the 2 top 25 teams surprisingly faced stiff challenges last week, but they'll look to pick up their first win against each other since 1978. Both teams have strong offensive firepower, so it's gonna be a tough matchup. If one of them can come up with a few key stops at the very beginning of the game, their offense should do enough to flip momentum and give them the advantage. For Arizona, they are also aiming to extend their winning streak to 10, including 7 from last year. With number 10 Michigan's loss to third-ranked Texas last week, now the Wildcats have the longest active winning streak in college football. And their 9 straight wins are already tied for the longest one in program history. With Arizona on a winning streak and Kansas State being one of the favorites in the Big 12, we can consider this matchup an early game of the year. Stella Tai with Varsity Sports Show.
Hello everyone, this is Saleh Awad with the Varsity Sports Show, and I want to thank you all for tuning in. With the high school football season officially underway and teams having played a couple games already, I will be looking at the current top 3 ranked 4A teams in the state and how their season has gone thus far. Currently ranked number 1 in the 4A according to Max Preps are the Eastmark Firebirds. Eastmark opened its season with a 12-3 victory against Canyon del Oro, followed by a 2-0 loss to the Combs Coyotes. After winning the 3A championship in 2023 and being brought up to the 4A, they will look to get back on track in the conference and solidify this ranking with new head coach Jason Lyons from Hamilton. Coming in at number 2 are the UMEC Catholic Shamrocks. The Shamrocks could very easily be declared the top team in the 4A. They are 2-0 thus far and have outscored their opponents 80-13 through 2 games. This team dominated all of last season, going undefeated before losing to Canyon del Oro in the 4A championship game by just 1 score. UMEC Catholic will look to continue this dominant level of play and potentially overcome last season, coming out on top of the conference. Ranked number 3 as of right now are the defending 4A champions, Canyon del Oro Dorados. While the Dorados did open their season with a loss, they responded with a dominant Week 2 victory against the Bradshaw Mountain Bears. Canyon del Oro remain the team to beat in the 4A and are attempting to go back-to-back as champions this season. Varsity Sports Show, this is Saleh Awad reporting.
Again,
good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Basha High School in Chandler, Arizona for some high school football. My name is Vince Delisio from the Varsity Sports Show. So excited tonight to bring you some incredible action. We are out at, again, Basha High School for some Saguaro Sabercat football, joined tonight by my colleague, doing analysis, Kavish Siddhartha. Kavish, how you doing?
Doing great. It's a beautiful night out here at Basha High School. We got a great game coming up.
We actually had a chance to interview the coaches pregame. We're going to run those interviews during the national anthem here. Luke, take it away.
I'm Jesse Davis with the Varsity Sports Show. Here with head of Saguaro Sabercats, Darius Kelly. You guys are looking for your first win, Coach. How do you get that done tonight?
We just got to come out, play hard, take care of the ball, take care of all the little things that we haven't taken care of in the first 2 games. I think we had a great week of practice. I just want to see us come out here and improve, do what we got to do, and take care of the ball and make sure we make plays when they're presented to us.
What do you think are some keys to the game, both offensively and defensively, for you guys tonight?
Man, don't give up the big play and take care of the ball. That's it.
How do you guys win the turnover battle?
Take care of the ball. Absolutely. We just got to take care of that ball and just make it a priority. You know, and we've been preaching to these guys all week. You know, protect that thing like it's your baby. And we got to do those things.
And how do you make sure that your guys stay disciplined tonight?
It's practice. You know, we train it in practice. That's how we do it. You know, we can't wait to the game to start preaching discipline. So we've been preaching in practice since day one. We just got to make sure we do it.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Coach. I'm Jesse Davis, the Varsity Sports Show. Thanks again.
Thank you.
I'm Jesse Davis with the Varsity Sports Show, and I'm joined here with Basha Bears head coach Chris McDonald. Chris, you guys are looking for your third win in a row tonight. How do you guys get that done?
Well, we got to play physical football. You know, it's homecoming, so our kids, you know, we've tried to keep focus all week with all the distractions, everything else going on, but we've got to play physical football. We feel we match up pretty well with speed, but, you know, we've got to come out and win the physicality war.
You guys are averaging 43 points offensively. How can you choose to replicate that tonight?
Well, I mean, I just think getting the ball in our playmakers' hands, we got to see what they're going to do defensively, structure-wise, and attack it, and then obviously we got to win up front with the offensive line. Opens everything else up.
Okay. And how do you control the SaberCats offense and contain them defensively?
Obviously stop the run up front. That's first and foremost, and then pressure the quarterback. You know, put our DBs in a situation where, you know, he's susceptible to a turnover or whatnot. You know, and the only way that happens is through our linebackers and our D-line getting to him.
Awesome. Thanks again, Coach. I'm Jesse Davis with the Varsity Sports Show. Joined here. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Welcome back. So nice job, Jesse Davis, on talking to both head coaches here pregame. So interesting stories about two very interesting programs. You know, both have been in the spotlight, obviously, and Saguaro going through a bit of a transition as they did the year before. And the year before had a bit of a slow start and played arguably the toughest schedule in the nation, if not one of the toughest. The pinnacle, of course, being the 6A state championship at the end of the season, and starting over again with a brand new head coach in Darius Kelly. Kavish, in terms of the research that you've done on both programs, and you know, what can you tell us? Let's start with Basha.
Yeah. Well, Basha is obviously a perennial program in Arizona. They've started the season off 2-0, both two highlight wins. They won 39-25 against Millward South, and last week they took down Mesa 47-3. So we know that their offense has been clicking to begin the year, and I mean, if it's any indication of tonight, there should be some success with that as well. Saguaro, on the other hand, like you mentioned, they haven't had as strong of a season. They started off 0-2, but like Jesse was talking to the coach pregame, you know, they're hungry. They really want to come out here, make a statement, get that first win of the season, and get those wheels rolling. So we're going to have a great matchup tonight. I really think it's going to be two high-level teams coming together, and we're going to have a great game.
You know, it's interesting because there's a lot of little stories within the story, and as you observe both teams and pacing the sideline, there's a lot of talent out there. And there's, regardless of the record, it is 0-0 tonight for both teams. Facing off, I mean, there is some incredible talent, and the one that interests me the most, I think, is on the Saguaro sideline, there is a quarterback, a freshman. He is number 15 by the name of Zealand Danielson. And there's times in these first two games, where he's played like a senior, and there's times where, you know, there have been shades of, yeah, he's definitely a freshman, but there's a lot of room to grow. There's a lot of tremendous upside, and hopefully having a strong supporting cast should help him get there.
Yeah. I mean, going against Basha, it's going to be a real test for him tonight. Like you said, freshman, I mean, his intangibles are impressive. I mean, first year in high school, he's 6'2", 215, so he's got the physical traits. We just got to see tonight if he can, compete at a high level. Still early in the season, but this is going to be an interesting night for him.
And I've had in past conversations with brand new head coach Darius Kelly at the SaberCats, he talked about the receiving corps being a definite strength of this team. And there's 2 young men with the last name of Whitaker that are equally as talented that Danielson has as targets in this offense. And then in the backfield, they've got a couple of options, but one of which that's carrying the bulk of the runs, the carries, is Elias Johnson, number 6. So should make for an interesting game tonight. Defensively, very solid across the board, anchored on the defensive line by a young man named Garrett Martin, who's a University of Kansas commit. So definitely going to be a heck of a game tonight. That's what we're expecting. Hopefully you folks at home will get that as well. And thank you so much for tuning in tonight. So, Kavish, any other last-minute thoughts here before we kick off?
Just emulating what you were saying about Saguaro. They have the talent on offense, like you mentioned. Mason Whitaker of the both Whitaker tandems. He's averaged 66 yards rushing in 2 games this season, so pretty impressive. He's had a good deal on workload of rushing the ball, and also Elias Johnson, like you mentioned, he's had 59 rushing yards on average in the first 2 games of the season. So it's going to be I'm assuming it's going to be a heavy workload for both those guys this game.
I want to definitely recognize the team captains for the SaberCats. Number 4, Mason Whitaker. Number 6, Elias Johnson. Number 22, Brady Cochran. And number 65, Michael Toda. So here we go as the teams ready themselves and bash out on the field. Saguaro making their way out. And the Bears will be kicking off to the SaberCats. Again, live from Chandler, Arizona in Basha High School. Our ref mic is ready as well. Give that a little test there.
We are moments away from kickoff, and I mean, Vince, what do you think of the crowd here tonight? I mean, Basha is out here in full support.
Packed house, yeah, a lot of people. And the SaberCats travel well as well. There's a good turnout here on the visitor side. And we're fortunate we've got a great vantage point here in the Crow's Nest on the visitor side of the stadium. So as kicker, number 28, that is Mikey Barth, kicks off, and we'll start off here. SaberCats will have it 1st and 10. Ball will be on the 20-yard line. As the SaberCat huddle on the sideline, getting some last-minute words from the offensive coaching staff. And led by, once again, freshman quarterback Zealand Danielson. Danielson joined in the backfield by Elias Johnson. 2-by-2 set for the SaberCats. 4 receivers split out wide. As we await the snap. First play of the game. Danielson. A little hard count. And had some movement from that defensive front.
Good count by the QB there, getting him to jump off sides.
5 yards of real estate. It'll be 1st and 5 on the 25. Danielson back to pass. Right away, sets his feet, throws, completes to Mason Whitaker. Takes a shot on the sideline, hangs on to that football, and tackled by Caden Williams. We'll see close to a first down. Not quite. Might have been a gain of 4 on the play. Should be 2nd and 1. Ball is on the 29.
Yeah. That might be an indication of where the passing game is going to go tonight. Mason Whitaker leads the team for receiving yards. He's averaged 66 receiving yards in the first 2 games, so ball might be going to him a lot this game.
Danielson once again to pass, finds Whitaker on the swing. Whitaker weaves his way back inside along the sideline, and in on the tackle once again, Williams. This time he gets the first.
Sam Rohoff in on the tackle early.
1st and 10, ball on the 32-yard line. 4 receiver set once again. And the give inside to Johnson, who stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Big push up front. Big linebacker, number 10, Blue Dantzler. Defensive end, excuse me. Second down. Danielson keeps, sprints upfield, still on his feet. Nice little gain there, Kavish.
Great run by the QB. It looked like he had a fake pitch handoff there that he kept for himself, and worked out well for the QB. You know, like we mentioned earlier, he's a bigger QB, so one thing we could see this game is him using his legs. Hopefully he'll have some running success this game.
Looks to be about a gain of 5, 3rd and 5 for the SaberCats. Trip set now, single receiver isolated up top. Danielson sprints to his right, still on his feet, throws it away. Probably a wise decision as he was hurried.
Yeah, he's got to be careful there. I mean, you know, how many times do you see a young freshman quarterback, you know, get some pressure there and they throw, you know, an interception or make the wrong mistake? I think if Saguaro wants to make this a long game, he's got to play this smart. I thought he did a good job there throwing the ball away.
44, Ivan Dionisio Salgado into punt. And deep to receive, Dash Blake. Nice booming kick. Into Blake's hands along the right sideline. Finds a lane, still on his feet, and a flag is down. Blake, we'll see what the call is.
Yeah.
That may come back.
We've got a blindside block, number 42 of the receiving team. Okay.
Looks like a blindside block.
Personal foul, blindside block on a receiving team. 15 yards from the spot of the foul, first down.
All right, there you have it.
Looks like it's going to be coming back there, but how about that electrifying speed by Dash Blake? Certainly earns the name Dash there.
Yeah, you know, it, well, SaberCats caught a break there, and the Bears will have it on the 19-yard line to start this drive. Wow. Get a look at the SaberCat defense tonight.
First down Bears, 19-yard line.
And 1st and 10. Trip set for the Bears. On the toss, completed out to the sideline. Spinning, still on his feet before being taken down, Gio Richardson.
Yeah, Gio is their receiver that they're looking to get the ball into his hands tonight. He's been their best to start the season. He's averaged 97.5 receiving yards in the first 2 games of the season, so he's been pretty good for them.
That's impressive. Wow. Gain of 6 on the pass by Brody Veers. 2nd and 4. Veers, and the quick pitch around the corner, being met. Great pursuit angle by the SaberCats, and the carry by number 82, Jaden Baldwin. Loss on the play. Looks to be about 3rd and 8, loss of 4. Clock continues to run here into the first quarter.
First 3rd down of the game for Basha.
Veers, back to pass. Scrambles, looks to throw, goes deep, closing the gap, and, wow, and a flag.
That was intended for number 6 there, Noah Roberts. Let's see what the flag is on the field.
Okay.
Brings up 4th down.
We have pass interference, offense. That penalty's declined, 4th down.
Okay, well, there you go. So both teams have had to punt now, and now that the teams have a bit of the butterflies out, we'll see what the SaberCat offense can do when they get the ball.
Yeah, I'm sure Noah Roberts is going to want that one back, regardless of the flag.
Mason Whitaker deep to receive. Whitaker steps up into his hands, and Fair caught it. Wise decision. Good field position. They'll end up with it about the 37, 38-yard line to start this next drive, where it'll be 1st and 10.
So Vince, do you have any early impressions from what we've seen on for both first drives on the offense?
Well, you know, for as loaded of a team as the SaberCats have been in the past, I think everything kind of starts and ends with number 15. And you know, everything he does, decisions that he makes, and the supporting cast rallying around him. He's obviously had a nice run early and completed. You know, his passing game is solid. There's some confidence there, the short passing game, and still feeling the defense out. On the other side of the coin, need to get a look at Basha's running game. Danielson throws, completes, wise decision, finds Whitaker.
Great play there by Danielson. You know, it looked for a second, he might take off for the run, he might check it down a little bit, but he made the perfect read, and it looks to be first down.
1st and 10, SaberCats, ball on the 48-yard line. 4-receiver set once again in the backfield. Ty Strozier, offset, shotgun formation. Danielson back to pass. Danielson looks, goes deep along the left sideline, overthrows his intended target, Aiden Whitaker. Wow, he's got an arm.
He does, he does. He's going to want that one back, but he had some pressure in his face there on that throw, but hey, could be an indication of whether they want to take some more big shots this game.
2nd and 10. You come into a situation, into a game, you don't know whether it's going to be run heavy, pass heavy, if the clock is going to be moving a lot. And, you know, both teams playing it a little conservative right now, trying to open up the passing game. But Danielson throws along the sideline, finds Whitaker. This time completes it to him before being taken out of bounds by DeMello Adams. 1st down, SaberCats.
And the other member of the Whitaker tandem, Aiden Whitaker, with the catch there. Big focal points in this offense here tonight.
1st and 10, ball on the Bear 40. Danielson, trip set, looks to the sideline, tries a hard count. Quick play change at the line of scrimmage. Strozier, the offset back. Strozier on the carry, runs right, looks to bounce off, can't, and hit at the line of scrimmage. Number 38 in on the stop, Trey Kennard.
Yeah, Basha's run defense has been pretty stout to start the game. Not a ton of success for Saguaro.
No gain on the play. Might have been a gain of 1. Maybe. 2nd and 9. Clock is moving now. 7.5 here remaining in the first quarter. Danielson scrambles, throws, and it's completed. He was hit, nailed from behind, kept his composure. Caden Smith came in.
Yeah, he was hit hard by Caden Smith. Caden Smith, one of their best players on Basha, averaging 9.5 tackles in the first 2 games for the Bears. He's going to be one of their main points on defense to stop the run and pass rush.
3 receivers bottom of your screen here for the SaberCats. Under 7 minutes in this first quarter. Danielson sprints to his right, looks, throws into the middle of the field, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by number 12, Xavier Rivera-Rogers. Broken play?
Tough play there for Danielson. One thing I was thinking earlier in the game before that throw actually is that I thought they were doing a good job on offense of not making it too difficult for him. You were seeing a lot of curl routes, a lot of you know, QB design run plays, and I thought it was working well for them. But you know, they tried to roll out there, and he tried to do a little bit too much, and it didn't work out well for them.
Tough situation, but again, you learn, you grow, and Basha, 1st and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line. Single back in the backfield, 3 receivers out wide. Pass completed to number 5, Richardson, once again out to the sideline. Might have gained 6.
Oh. You know, such a simple play there, just a little screen pass, but how many defenders did he, shake off him there? He's been a really good player for them to start the game.
Second and 6 now for Basha. Quarterback Brody Veers. The give. Coming around the corner before running into a wall. Might have gotten the first down on the play, just barely. But stop credited to 58. That was Justin Gertis.
Left side. Past the first down marker.
Great block there on the edge by tight end Mason Comer.
Looked like number 15, Justin Curtis, out in front with the lead blocking.
1st and 10. Ball on the 39. The give once again, breaking free through the line was Richardson.
Roberts again with the carry off the right side. Number 65.
Excuse me.
Leading the way.
Noah Roberts on the carry.
Ball spotted with 48, second down.
And 2nd and 1. Gain of 9 on the play. Veers. Back to pass. Looks, throws, no. Pumps, keeps. Heads upfield, and another first down.
I like that play from Veers there. It looked like most of the receivers were covered on that deep route. Decided to, hold the ball, get a few yards, keep it safe.
I think he froze the whole stadium with that pump fake. And 1st and 10, ball on the SaberCat 45-yard line. Basha. And the give once again, inside, breaking through, still on his feet before being dragged down from behind was Roberts. And in on the stop, 22.
Yeah, Roberts has had a string of good runs on this drive. He's their primary ball carrier in his 2 games this season. He's averaged 128 rushing yards for them. So I think he's going to be a big part of their offense, and they're going to lean on him today.
Timeout, Saguaro.
Okay, well, we'll take the quick timeout as well with 5:19 remaining in the first quarter. Vincent Kavish will be right back. Welcome back, and Veers back to pass, keeps it, scrambles, heads upfield before being taken down. Joining us on the line is our very own Alex Medina. Alex, are you there?
Scrambles.
Hello, Alex.
Looks like they're going to mark it at the 30.
Make sure we have a connection, and we have a field correspondent from another game. First and 10. Alex Medina.
Yeah, Vince, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead. Where are you at?
Okay. I'm here at Valley Christian High School in Chandler, Arizona, where the Valley Christian Trojans are taking on the Seton Catholic Sentinels. Right now, Seton is down at the 10-yard line after Isaiah Macias's pass was picked off by Sloan Sweet. So the Sentinels looking to score here on this drive. Right now, the game's 7-0. The Sentinels are ahead. Valley Christian has not lost a game at home this season. And then the Sentinels have Luke Aguiar, who just broke a record at Seton with 242 rushing yards in one game.
All right. Alex Medina out at Valley Christian tonight for Valley Christian hosting Seton Catholic. And thanks so much for the update. We'll check back with you, Alex.
Thanks, Vince.
All right. Okay, back to the game on First. You like that little feature, huh? Now we've got our field correspondents calling in to give us game updates, and that's we're constantly trying to innovate and not take too much time away from the game at hand. But it's always good to know what's going on around the valley. Okay, we are back on 2nd and 5. Veers. Ball is on the 15-yard line. Veers back to pass. Sets his feet, throws, completes out to the corner. And Basha with the score. That was Cash Brock.
How about that speed there by Cash Brock? Wow, it looked like he was going for the first down, but when he took off, wow, he was leaving defenders in the dust and got the first touchdown of the night here for the Bears.
Okay. And ball on the ground, picked up. Doesn't get in. Valiant effort, and we've got the flag thrown. May have had a little bit of words down on the field. Find out what the call is here by the lead official. Will likely be assessed on the kickoff, whichever way it goes.
Result of play is no good. After the play, we have a dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on Basha, or excuse me, Saguaro, number 19. After the play, we have a dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on number 91 of Basha. Those offset will kick.
Okay, well, there you have it. So, whole lot of nothing. When they offset, it's just a whole lot of nothing. But anyway, but they have to put it out there. Okay, so that being said, the Bears lead the SaberCats 6-0 here in the first quarter, 4 minutes and 18 seconds remaining. And the SaberCats will receive the kickoff, deep to receive. Number 9, Grant Williams. Number 4, Mason Whitaker.
See if Saguaro can respond here. That was a great drive by Basha. You know, one thing I've noticed early on is, you know, they're not going to trick you with a whole ton of, you know, complex routes. It looks like, you know, they're going for screen passes, underneath routes, and they're really letting the talented receivers, you know, just make something happen with the ball. We've got some electric players out here, and I think that's what's going to be the focus point for the Bears here tonight.
Here we go. All right, well, touchback, and we'll have it 1st and 10 on the 20. Folks, be sure and tune in post-game, 10:30 to 11:30. We got a couple things going on. We've got our Varsity Live show, which is on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. It's on most
everywhere.
Major social media platform. That is hosted tonight by Mason Byers. And then from 10:30 to 11:30 tonight, we got the Varsity Sports Show post-game show on AM 1060 KDUS Arizona. That we are featuring all of our field correspondents all over Arizona and Nevada. And we're also featuring the players. Each player of the game from each of the games that we're covering will be featured. Pass complete by Danielson to number 18, Quentin Sims.
Pass complete to Sims. Number 12.
Whole lot of varsity tonight, and then tomorrow morning, of course, the Varsity Sports Show on AM 1060, KDUS Arizona, 9 to 11 a.m. We'll feature the coaches and our amazing, talented team. Danielson. Sims in motion. And high snap. Ooh. Heady play by Danielson, just falls on it.
Fortunate there for Saguaro. That could have ended up really bad for them.
Danielson jumps on the ball.
Well, in addition to a new quarterback, it looks like we have a new center this season that is still, they're getting used to playing together, and not every snap is going to be perfect, and it's a very, very precise position. A lot of precision practiced in being able to snap a ball. So anyway, 3rd and 25. Danielson, his feet in the end zone, gives to Johnson. Johnson makes his way, forges ahead for a couple. Not enough. It'll be 4th down. The SaberCats will be forced to punt. Under 3 minutes remaining in the opening quarter.
Yeah, not the drive that Saguaro was hoping for there. You know, like you were talking about earlier with the new center, you know, one of the most important duos on the field is really the relationship between a quarterback and center. You know, they always have to be in sync. You know, obviously they had the botch snap there, but hopefully, you know, after Saguaro's punt, they can get the ball back and we can see if these guys can make some more things happen on offense.
And the punt. Good booming kick, takes a SaberCat roll into the hands of Blake. Blake finally brought down, wrapped up. And Basha, operating on a bit of a shorter field, good field position, will start their drive from the 32-yard line of the SaberCats.
First down from the Bears.
Stay tuned, folks. Throughout the evening, we will present not only this game, but some commentary, some updates from other games around Arizona, including Southern Arizona. We have a team out at Ironwood Ridge in Oro Valley as they host Empire tonight. And one of the biggest games in the country tonight in Las Vegas, we have a team at Bishop Gorman hosting Orange Lutheran of Southern California. Our very own Nick Anderson will be posting in periodically, or I believe Quentin Wilson is helping on that call. 2nd and 5. Beers gives inside, wrapped up, gains a few more.
It's going to be really important for Saguaro here to, you know, try to bend and not break. You know, we've seen so many times with Basha, you don't want to let them get up early in the game. Their offense is so electric. So hopefully Saguaro can get a stop here.
Martin Rennie in on the stop for the SaberCats. 126. Give once again, open field, sprinting all the way to the end zone for 25 yards, and the touchdown is 26, Isaiah McIver.
Great run there by McIver. He's practically untouched going up the middle. So great blocking there by the offensive line. And hopefully Basha can get this one through the uprights with no more issues.
.28, Mikey Barth in to kick the extra point. Hold is good, kick is up, and good. And the Bears now lead the SaberCats 13-0.
With 1:15 remaining in the first. The SaberCats are Saguaro 0, Basha Bears 13. Hey, football fans, remember that concession stand is open for all of your snacking needs. You can go down, get some programs, get some lunch down at that south entrance. Go nice down there as well.
Hey, I'm going to put you on hold, okay? All right. As Barth readies the kickoff here with 1:15 remaining in the quarter, and the Bears leading the SaberCats 13-0. So, Kavish, as you scan the sideline, still some optimism, still early in the game as the SaberCats here are game planning, getting the offense together. Coach Kelly
I think they should have reasons to be optimistic. They've had drives in this game where they've had success. Their QB has had a pretty decent game. Zealand Danielson, you know, he did have that one pick, but prior to that, they were going down the field making some progress. They just need to keep that lasting and hopefully sustain a drive where they can put one in the end zone.
Let's head over to Brophy College Prep, where they are hosting at Central High School. They're hosting Raymond Kellis tonight, and our very own Tommy Perez, who is working the sideline. Tommy, what's going on at Brophy? Hello, Tommy.
That's AskRocky.com. Fine Black Law Firm, thank you for supporting our Bears.
Tommy, hello. Okay, we'll come back to Tommy in a minute, right after this drive. Danielson on first down. Looks, runs, still on his feet before being swarmed by a pack of Bears.
You know, I'll say that's a tough play for Danielson. You know, I feel 9 times out of 10, you know, the moves he was making there, you know, he'll evade those pass rushers and he'll get a few yards. But Basha's D-line has been so consistent this game, and, you know, they got to him at the end of the day. But luckily for him, it was a no gain or no loss on the play.
No gain, no loss, yeah. And definitely held on to the football. So on 2nd and 10, Danielson offset back, 4 receivers split out wide. Once again on the keeper, goes into the middle of the pile and is brought down by 91.
We're seeing some innovative rushing plays by Saguaro early on, you know. They're going for a few option plays, so Danielson has the ability to pitch it to the running back if he needs to, but looks like on that one he decided to keep it for himself. And it's another 3rd down as we're nearing the end of the first quarter here.
Okay, that's the end of the first quarter. We'll keep it here. The Bears leading the SaberCats 13-0. Our very own Tommy Perez. Tommy, can you hear us? Hello, Tommy. Hey, can you hear me? Tommy Perez from Central High School with the Brophy Kellis game. Tommy, can you hear us okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, well, give us an update on the game. What's going on with Brophy here real quick?
So Brophy just received the ball, so they're taking it down. It is tied 7-7 right now, 12 minutes into the second quarter.
Awesome. Thanks, Tommy. Danielson completes on the sideline. Is it good? It is not.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Unfortunate play there for Danielson. It looked like the receiver was open, and he actually got the ball on him. Don't know whether the receiver was out of bounds, but looks like it's another 4th down for the SaberCats, and they're gonna be punting.
4th and 11, 11:54 here in the second quarter. SaberCats wisely punt that away deep in their own territory. A bit of a low snap, get it off. Great hang time, and Blake taken down right away, right at midfield.
And this is the second consecutive drive here for the Bears in which they've started the ball with great field position, you know, a little less than 50 yards here to the end zone. So let's see if they can make it work.
First and 10 for the Bears. Ball on the 48-yard line. Veers, the quarterback, in the backfield. Trip set for Basha. Veers looks, throws on the swing, finds his target, and who's swallowed up by several SaberCats, among them number 10, Elijah Jackson, number 12, Aiden Whitaker, for no gain.
Yeah, Saguaro did a great job reading that play. We've seen that before a few times, whether it's Gio Richardson or any of the other players for the Bears, but they've run a few screen passes, so it looks like Saguaro is catching on to that.
Loss of 2 on the play, 2nd and 12. Veers throws once again, finds a receiver in the middle on the slant.
Pass complete to number 15.
And that was 15, Jaden Burrell.
Brought down at the 30.
Little RPO action there.
Delonta Foley on the stop. Run out of bounds
Baldwin with reception off the left side.
was 82. Gain of 4 on the play, under 11 minutes remaining. Veers. 4 receivers out wide. Keeps, still on his feet, and finally wrapped up. May have gained 3.
First on the keeper.
Basha's doing a great job at keeping Saguaro guessing here. We've seen, a quick screen pass, an RPO action in which he threw to the quarterback and a read option there. 3 plays that are all very different from each other, so Basha's definitely keeping it a variety here.
Wow. Basha goes over the top, just inches overthrows the intended target. And
that was a perfect play, caught them in the perfect coverage, just couldn't make it happen there.
Second down now. McIver in the backfield for the Bears. SaberCats showing pressure off the edge. Veers sprints along the left sideline, tries to turn it back, comes back toward the middle of the field, and scores from 26 yards out.
Wow. What a run there by Veers. It looked at, he was, an inch away from going to the sidelines, making the safe play there that really most QBs should make, but that was a great heads-up play by him, cutting inside, and they have a touchdown because of it.
Wow. Statistically, you're told, hey, be safe, play another play, live to see another day, and turns it back, cuts against the grain, comes back into the play, and scores.
Yeah. Coach McDonald might not be too happy by that one, but it worked out well for them that time.
Kick is up and good. Bears now lead the SaberCats 20-0 with 10:27 remaining in the second quarter. We're going to take a quick timeout. Vincent Kavish will be right back. All right, here we go with 10:27 remaining in the second quarter. SaberCats find themselves in a bit of a deficit here, down 20-0. Down, but definitely not out, as this young offense, led by this young quarterback, Zealand Danielson.
Yeah, one thing I think important right here for Danielson. Oh, looks to be an onside kick here.
Oh, we've got a penalty here. We'll see what the official says.
Kick covered by number 20. Orlando. Penalty flags on the play.
We'll get the call here.
So we had legal formation. We had a kicker that was past 5 yards. Somebody else kicked it.
Okay, so illegal formation. We're going to go 5 yards and go back.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. There you have it. Oh, let him call it here. Make it official. I promised the official. I said we'll keep you muted.
It's a dead ball foul.
It's a dead ball.
Yeah.
No, the legal formation. The kicker passed 5 yards.
Here, let's mute him here.
So it's a dead ball.
I promised the official. I said we'll keep you muted until you turn and you are in fact speaking. Okay, here he goes. Go ahead. Go ahead. There you go.
Illegal formation on the kicking team. It's a 5-yard penalty. We'll re-kick.
I said if we're really hurting for ratings, then we'll try and catch him when he's cursing on the field. But he found that to be a little funny. But no, in all seriousness, we respect the officials. We try to, only catch them when it is their time to speak.
That actually, if they're re-kicking the ball, that might actually not be too great for Saguaro. They recovered the onside kick and they had it in good
field position.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was midfield. My gosh. Well, we'll see what they do here. They may try and squib it again. You never know.
Yeah, Vince, how important do you think it is for Danielson to, stay composed on this drive? I think down 20, a lot of young quarterbacks can get stressed in this moment, feeling that they need to make a big play. I think what's more important is for him to stay relaxed, make the right reads, and most importantly, not turn the ball over.
Well, I think you can do that when you have a head coach like Darius Kelly, because as I watch, I'm watching him, and I kind of see what his body language is throughout the game. He's a very defensive-minded coach, but he obviously is the head coach, and he wants to ensure that everybody's productive, but he is not doing anything to disrupt his quarterback one way or the other. It's business as usual, allowing his offensive coaches to work with the young man, and that's what you got to do. All right, this one's going deep, about the 2-yard line. Grant Williams bringing it upfield, looks, and finally brought down right around the 16-yard line. So not as good a field position there, but at least, it
looks like another flag on the field there.
Okay, let's see what we have.
Wrapped up, brought down by number 46, Kaiser Wilson. Hey, football fans. Xbox wants to send out a big happy
Holding on the receiving team. 10 yards from the end of the run after the Cicero.
Okay. Well, there you go. All right, so the deficit just got even greater, and they are starting their field position. Unfortunately, ball is on looks like it's about the 8-yard line.
Yeah, real unfortunate there for the SaberCats. Talk about starting from the ball from about the 50 when it was the onside kick, and now they're pushed all the way inside their own 10-yard line.
First and 10. Danielson pumps, throws along the sideline, incomplete. Nice, pretty pass, and we got a flag down. What do we have here? Wow. Okay. Nope. Here he goes.
Defensive holding on the defense. 10-yard penalty results in a first down.
All right, so a little give and take. They lost 10 on the last one. Now they gained 10 back, so at least they're starting to climb out of the hole a little bit here, and SaberCats getting some decent real estate back with 10:15 remaining till halftime. Danielson back to pass, sets his feet, throws, completes to Whitaker. A beautiful pass, and he was down. Looked like he tried to inch that ball across as he went down, but loses it out of his hand after his knees touched the ground. But first and 10, kick-starting this offense.
Phenomenal throw there by Danielson. Put it right on the receiver's hands there. We've seen this kid. This kid's got an arm. He certainly has the power to make all the throws tonight.
Downfield. That was a nice pass. Wow. Man. First and 10, SaberCats. Ball on the 36-yard line. Trip set. Excuse me. Empty backfield. 5 receivers split out wide. And the pitch, rounding the corner, is Ty Strozier, who's met Strazier by Percy Knox III. May not have had a gain on the play. Maybe one loss of one, it looks like. 2nd and 11. Ball on the 35. Strazier in the backfield. Trip set. Danielson. Back to pass. Pumps, throws. Incomplete. Underthrew that one a little bit, but he was looking at some defenders that were creeping up along the edge.
Yeah, hard to tell if that was a miscommunication there by the quarterback and receiver, whether they're on the same page or not.
3rd and 11 as Danielson scans the sideline, gets a play. Strazier in the backfield. Trip set into the boundary, which you don't see very often. 3 receivers on the short side of the field, but quick pass and falls incomplete. 4th down.
Yeah, couldn't be more right there, Vince. Not often you'll see 3 receivers on the short side, but I guess we know why, because it was a screen pass there. Didn't work out too well for them.
Sabercats to punt. Blakey to receive. Stick around, folks. We've got a bunch of things at halftime. We'll hear from more of our field correspondents at other games tonight. And the punt into Blake's hands. Nice bit of a line drive kick by 44, Dionisio Salgado.
You know, Dash Blake's looked pretty dynamic with the ball in his hands on these punt returns. I'm surprised we actually haven't seen too much more of him on the offensive side of the field.
1st and 10, Bears. Veers awaits the snap. And the give inside to Roberts. Roberts turns the corner along the left side before finally being brought down really close to the 1st down. And in on the stop, number 6, Elias Johnson, Jack Elrod, the linebacker. Second and 1, gain of 9 on the play. Sabercats show blitz. Veers on the screen to Roberts, turns. Finally being knocked out of bounds, not before the 1st down, right at midfield.
Gets close to the 50.
Great job by the offensive lineman, Jake Hildebrand there, getting out in space. You know, it's so crucial on these screen passes that you know, the lineman can get out there in the open field, make the blocks that need to happen. And it worked out well for them. 1st down for the Bears.
1st and 10, ball on the 49. Veers looks to throw, keeps, heads up the left side, and dragged down. Gain of 6.
Wiseman on the tackle.
Tackle by Jaden Wiseman.
Great play by Veers there. It looked like number 33, Martin Rennie, almost had him for a sack there, but Veers was able to escape and made something happen with his feet.
2nd and 5. Veers completes, finds Blake. Blake dragged down, loses a helmet, and here comes a flag. Darius LeMade in on the stop for the Sabercats. We'll see what this call is here. I can't imagine this would be face mask. It looked inadvertent.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Okay.
15-yard penalty, 1st down.
Well, apparently, Kavish, we had different angles because from our angle, it looked like it was inadvertent. It was part of the tackle, and his helmet got caught. But from the official's angle from behind, it looked like a face mask.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised by that call there. Looked like from our view, you know, his helmet might have just come off from the tackle, but
Yep.
Unfortunate break there for the SaberCats.
1st and 10, ball on the 23-yard line. Trip set for the Bears. The inside receiver on the reception, tackle by Elrod, and in on the reception, number 85. That was Mason Colmer, the tight end.
Colmer muscles his way down.
Another first down. Ball right on the 10-yard line.
Something interesting to note is the Bears have actually been, I wouldn't say running a hurry-up offense, but they've been running their plays very quickly, giving Saguaro a little time to get set on defense.
Veers keeps before being met by a couple of SaberCats. In on the stop, Jaden Wiseman and number 97, Davis Anderson.
Yeah. Veers has had some success with his legs today, but wants to be careful. He's also taken some hits.
Brings up 2nd down.
Gain of 6 on the play, 2nd and 4. Two receivers up top for the Bears. And Veers gives off inside for the touchdown, Noah Roberts.
Basha are making it look pretty easy out there on the field right now. Their offense is clicking on all cylinders. Whether they're throwing the ball, running the ball, they're having success.
Extra point attempt is up and good with 5 minutes and 55 seconds till halftime. The Bears lead the SaberCats 27-0. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Okay, on the return, Whitaker before being stopped. Ball will be placed on the 20-yard line where the SaberCats will have it. 1st and 10. Looked like a number 4. Was that number 4 or number 9? If it was 9, it was Grant Williams.
Number 9, Grant Williams.
Grant Williams, sorry. Okay. My apologies.
So, Vince, we've seen a lot of Saguaro offense so far. A little success for most of the night.
Oh. Yes, and regarding the...
what do you think Saguaro needs to do to get some points on the board? We've seen some good, we've seen some bad.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I think definitely the running game needs to get going, so it takes the pressure off of Danielson, and that way that will allow the passing game to slowly start to develop once again. And they're trying to do it. You see it, and you've got Strozier, who is taking a bit of pressure off tonight. Last week it was more Grant Williams and Elias Johnson, but they're trying some different combinations and hoping that they can get something generated. So I would say that is the number one thing that they need to do is continue to develop the running game. Try and pick their moments here and there, seeing what potentially where there's a soft spot in that defense. Danielson keeps along the sideline and is met Wow. Ooh. Took a shot on the sideline, but still on his feet. Did a great job.
Couldn't tell if that was out of bounds or not, but he wants to be careful. You know, those are things you're going to see with the young quarterback, freshman. I'm sure his coach is going to tell him to be a little bit more careful there next time, either slide or try to get out of bounds.
On 3rd down and 7, crucial play here for the SaberCats with 4.5 minutes remaining till half. I would say if there's one time you want to convert, get the first down, it's this play. Danielson sprints out to his right, scans the field, goes deep along the sideline, and pass is incomplete. Wow.
Gosh.
Aiden Whitaker.
So close to a catch there. I mean, it was a great throw made there by Danielson. And I think that's just been the story for Saguaro tonight. They've had a lot of opportunities where it's either drop catches or so close to a conversion, but, you know, it's been tough for them tonight. But, you know, there's a lot of game left there to play, a young quarterback.
Yep.
Every moment of this game is going to help him with his growth, and he's going to be a better quarterback because of it.
As the SaberCats come into punt, Dionisio Salgado, low snap, rolls around a bit and loses it, takes a shot into the end zone. And what's the call?
It looked to be a safety from my perspective. I don't know if the player got his feet in.
Yeah, I don't think he had control of the ball. It may end up being a touchback. We'll see what... I can't imagine that they would spot that ball on the 1 yard line. But then again, I'm wrong about every day about something. Let's see. Wow. Yeah, let's see if we get a call here. Okay.
Let's talk about this.
No, they're still having a discussion down there, and those officials figuring it out. Let's while we're waiting, let's go to Kiana Watchman, who's down at Kiana at Ironwood Ridge. Kiana.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Good.
It's a great Friday night, huh?
Yeah, Ironwood Ridge hosting Empire. What's going on in Oro Valley?
Yeah, so looks like we got 3 more minutes left in the first half, and Ironwood is leading by 29-0 right now. It's been great overall. It's been a lot of the passing game out here, and that's how Ironwood is getting, you know, lead over these guys in Empire. Ironwood also has a bit of a bigger team, so that also could help too.
Yeah, they've always had great numbers there in Oro Valley and the northern end of Tucson. That's Ironwood Ridge in our partnership with the National Football Foundation Southern Arizona chapter and our amazing University of Arizona Wildcat team, producing and broadcasting the Tucson High School Football Game of the Week in collaboration with National Football Foundation and the Varsity Sports Show. So Kiana Watchman, one of our very talented students, graduate students out at the University of Arizona. Kiana, we'll check back with you frequently.
Yeah, thanks you guys.
Thanks.
Appreciate ya.
All right. Okay, well, there you have it as we await the officials, and you know, it's been an interesting evening all the way around. So not only here at Basha High School, but down in Tucson, and with Ironwood Ridge leading Empire, and out at Valley Christian hosting Seton Catholic, and Brophy and Kellis, and we've got Horizon.
I've never touched these two.
That is, let's see what the call is here. I believe it's, we'll find out. Okay, here we go.
You guys forced it.
All right, well, a little conference there with Coach. I believe it's Horizon hosting Kellis. Brophy is trying to think where they are at tonight. Let me see here while we're waiting. It's an interesting evening. There's teams having to travel quite a bit. Oh, Brophy's at Centennial tonight. Yeah, so we had 2 teams out at in Peoria, in Mountain View at Liberty, and Brophy at Centennial. So the West Valley, a couple of great games out there that we happen to be covering, and then we have another group of correspondents that are out at Apollo tonight. Apollo is hosting Thunderbird, so we'll hear from those folks this evening.
Yeah, we got a lot of great games here on Friday night tonight.
Yeah, and then we'll hear from our team in Las Vegas, broadcasting the Bishop Gorman Orange Lutheran football game. Okay, so Sabercats will have the football, and we'll get the official word here. Let's see if...
Can we have all royalty from the homecoming? Let's go! All homecoming royalty. Hit to the south entrance. So it looks
Still don't think we got the call.
Safety.
Oh, safety. Okay. All right, so...
Oh, that's an interesting call there. I mean, the referees certainly took their time with that one. I mean, it sure wasn't an easy play for them to call. I mean, even back here, we were deliberating what the call was going to be.
I didn't think they had possession of the football, but then again, with the safety, I guess, you know, if the ball rolls out of the end zone, then that's considered a safety. So the Bears get another 2 points tacked on. It's 29-0, and the Sabercats will be kicking off to the Bears, and they'll have the ball once again. This is proving to be a very long quarter. Folks, again, make sure that you tune in post-game tonight. Couple things going on. You can find the links on our social media for the Varsity Live post-game show, as well as Varsity Friday night post-game on KDUS AM 1060 from 10:30 to 11:30. Varsity Live starts at 10 on all of our Facebook, Instagram, YouTube pages, and
yeah, going to be a lot of great content tonight. I'm going to be on both shows, giving a recap on the Saguaro game.
Yeah,
on Varsity Live. So you're going to have a lot of great content.
Bring your A game tonight, Kavish. You're going to be doing a lot of talking. So we'll have a kick here by 44, Dionisio Salgado. Booming kick. And looks like, is that Roberts on the return?
I thought it was Dash Blake there.
No, Blake. Okay, it was 0. Sorry. There you go. Okay, Blake on the return, and the Bears will have it 1st and 10 on the Sabercat 45.
You know, Blake, I think he's been kind of one of the unsung heroes for the Bears tonight. You know, he's not had a ton of catches. You know, he's not scoring touchdowns for them, but the impact of having a return of, 20-plus yards. How many times have we seen the Bears start their drive on the 50-yard line or have 50 or less yards to go to the end zone? So he's had a real impact here for the offense.
Trip set up top for the Bears. Veers back to pass. Pumps. Goes over the top, freezes a defender before completing the pass for another touchdown, this time to Gio Richardson.
There's a flag on the field here. Usually on those RPO plays, you can get an illegal man downfield there.
Still first down.
Okay.
And it looks like it's coming back.
All right.
Yeah, that's the thing with, these RPO plays. They can be so dangerous, having the option to hand it off or get a quick pass off. But, if the QB holds it for too long, the linemen are not going to know whether it's a run or pass play. So they might think it's a running play and get down the field, and, like we saw there, it's going to hinder them.
Loss of 10 as a result of the penalty, 1st and 20. SaberCats bring edge pressure. Veers scrambles, keeps, throws, finding a wide open tight end, still on his feet from 65 yards out, and the touchdown. Number 85 on that reception. Once again, Mason Calmer.
God, what a play there by Veers. I mean, what seemed to be a sack, he just kept running around the pocket, and he made magic happen there. Phenomenal play there for the Bears.
I'll say.
That's some backyard football that all of us playing when we were younger. That's great to see.
The extra point attempt upcoming. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up and good. And the Bears now lead the SaberCats 36-0 with 3:35 till half. We'll take a quick timeout here. Vincent Kavish will be right back. And here we go. Booming kick will be a touchback.
And the kick is a touchback.
So the SaberCats doing some talking on the sideline, the offense, as this season, this game has definitely been some teaching and some learning for this young quarterback, and was, had some moments.
Yeah, but Basha's always going to be a tough opponent to go against, whether you're a senior quarterback or a freshman, but I think, there's been positives for him this game. I'd like to see Saguaro throw the ball a little bit more downfield. I mean, we've seen that, Danielson has a heck of an arm, so I think maybe, they're already down by a fair bit.
Quick handoff inside, met at the line of scrimmage. And no gain on the play. It'll be, might have had a loss of 2. It'll be second down.
Brings up second down for the SaberCats.
Tui Tawiele on the tackle there. One thing, Saguaro has not been able to establish a run game tonight. Basha's D-line has been really on top of it. Ooh,
Whitaker,
big hit there.
Drawing the flag, got decked, and as he was going to the middle, really hit hard. And
he looks to be all right now, jogging off the field. But tough hit there.
Yeah, well, he's a tough one for sure. We'll see what the call is by the official.
Number 3 on the defense. 15-yard penalty, first down.
There you go. So a little personal foul, and as a result, a little better field position and a first down, and Whitaker appears to be okay. Just stepped out of the game briefly. SaberCats 1st and 10. Danielson Scrambles to his left, tosses, finds Johnson. It's a nice little head of steam, gets to the sideline near a first down, almost to the sideline, and tackled on the play.
Yeah, nice little misdirection pass play there. Most of the receivers going to the right side of the field with Johnson peeling out to the left. Very innovative call there by Saguaro.
Clock continues to move, 2.5 minutes till half. Danielson. Handoff to Johnson, gets a couple more. Not quite at first down territory, may have gained 1, maybe 2. It'll be 3rd and 1. Clock still moving, coming up on 2 minutes.
You think it's 4 down territory here, Vince, if they don't succeed?
I think so. The score being what it is, you got nothing to lose.
That is true.
Put it all out there. And it's a bunch set here for the SaberCats, single back in the backfield. Bit of a rough snap, and Danielson does the wise thing, falls on it. It'll be 4th down, and we've got a timeout called by the Bears. We'll keep it right here.
Timeout on the field. Timeout. Basha.
So, Kavish, as you kind of scan the sideline, you've been able to form some impressions of both teams and their tactics tonight, strategies. Here going in at half, obviously SaberCats want to try to put some points on the board. What are you expecting? The Bears get the ball back? They're just going to run the clock out? They're going to go for another score? What?
Well, I'm assuming the Bears want to make this the last drive of the half, regardless of what happens. They've had some immense success on the offensive side of the ball, been able to run it when they wanted to, passing when they wanted to. I think the real star of the first half has been Brody Veers, their quarterback. I mean, just that last touchdown we played, we saw running around the pocket, making a play out of what seemingly seemed to be, a loss of yards. So he's been great for them. I think Saguaro has had some highlights. I just think, like we saw there, they had a string of a few good plays and then, a botch snap. That's kind of been the story for them tonight. So, we still got a second half, a lot of football to play.
Blake tackled right on the sideline. And the Bears will have it 1st and 10 with 1.5 minutes remaining till half. Folks, be sure, tune in at halftime. We'll have game updates from around the state, including the Las Vegas football game of the week. Bishop Gorman hosting Orange Lutheran out of Southern California. And, of course, some amazing content from our amazing team throughout the half. We try not to have any dead airtime out there. We like to make sure and use every last bit of airtime. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Bears. Ball is on the 40-yard line. Single back in the backfield. Single receiver, bottom of your screen. Veers back to pass. Veers scrambles, throws, lofts it up, and it's complete. Wow, that receiver just got under it. That was number 82. Jaden Baldwin, stopped by number 3, Darius LeMade, and 19, Delonta Foley. 1st and goal.
Beautiful throw there by Veers. I actually expected them to run the ball a little bit. There's still plenty of time, but, it looks like the Bears aren't content with their lead. Beautiful throw and catch there, and they're set up well inside the 10-yard line.
1st and goal, and inside, and another score. This time, Noah Roberts from 8 yards out.
Touchdown run by number 6, Noah Roberts.
Yeah, I think this stuff has been tough for the Saguaro defense. I think they've had some bright moments. They've been able to get some pressure, although I don't think they've had a sack. They've been, making Veers run around a lot. It's just tough, when your offense is, punting a lot and, the defense has to come out there time and time again. They're going to be tired, and I'm sure they are. So hopefully in the second half with some more energy, can make some more stops.
Extra point attempt is good as the Bears now lead 43-0 with 1:06 remaining. And
SaberCats 0, Bears 43.
it's, again, this is the second year of a 2-year scheduling block. Last year was a brutal schedule for the SaberCats, and at one point, on the tail end of the season, 4-5 on the season, barely, made the playoffs and ended up running the table and winning the state championship at the 6A level. And same schedule this season.
Yeah. So, obviously Saguaro's not going to be happy with where they're heading into halftime, but I'm a believer that you can always take positives even from games like this. There's always going to be more experience for a young QB in games like this. And I think that, some of these, tough losses can sometimes light a fire in their teams to, be like, we need to play better. We need to come out in games, put some points on the board. And I think, Saguaro has plenty of potential. So early on in the season.
Bart's kick, touchback, and we will end up getting another look here. Now, this is the curious point. So, with the SaberCat offense, is it quick strike? Are they going to go no huddle? Are they going to try to march down the field? Are they just going to play it conservative so that the coaches get a chance to correct some things at half?
Yeah, it's tough to tell. I think they're going to try to maybe run a few plays, try to get some clock down a little bit. It might be one of those, possessions where, they might take one shot. If it succeeds, then they'll run some no-huddle offense. But, I guess we'll see here on this drive.
Danielson completes right on the sideline and steps out of bounds. And that was Strazier.
That's complete to Strozier. Forced out of bounds by Adams.
Clock's still running here.
.33 seconds remaining. And Danielson keeps, sprints upfield, takes it down. First down, SaberCats, 17 seconds. Clock continues to move.
And
the young man has courage.
He does.
Cronin and Hanson on the tackle.
7 seconds. Last play. And that should be the half. Yep. Okay, well, that being said,
That's the end of the first half.
Basha leads the SaberCats 43-0. Guys, stick around. We'll be right back after the break. All right, Q, we have Quentin Wilson out in Las Vegas at Bishop Gorman High School where the Gales are hosting Orange Lutheran out of Southern California. Q, give us an update.
That's right, Vince. Yes, to end the half, dog, we have Bishop Gorman leading 35-14 against the Lancers. here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Quick 35 points for this offense. As with this offense, they're the number 5th ranked team in the nation with a quick start off with Greg Toller, one of their star receivers, with 2 touchdowns, and nonetheless with a powerful running core.
Wow. Any surprises? I mean, I'm surprised. I would have thought Orange Lutheran would have given a little bit more of a game here in this first half.
Yeah, that's right. Orange Lutheran is one of the top defensive teams in the nation, and they've only given up 14 points in each of their games, and with Bishop Gorman getting 35 in just the first half. So I would say that is the biggest shocker of them all.
Yeah. And any surprises from Gorman? Anybody that's really stepped up tonight that maybe hasn't had a big hand in the team's success throughout the season in the early going of this season, or has it been business as usual?
Well, I'd say there has been a pretty surprise here. Their starting QB was actually out tonight, Melvin Spicer. He was out, must have got hurt from the last game against Mater Dei. But their bench quarterback, Micah Eugenio, just had a real nice game, 5 for 5 in the red zone with 4 passing touchdowns.
Awesome. All right, thanks so much, Q. We'll check back in with you a little bit later on. That's Quentin Wilson in Las Vegas with the Las Vegas Game of the Week. It is Bishop Gorman, the Gales, hosting the Lancers of Orange Lutheran out of Southern California. Thanks, Q.
Thank you, Vince.
All right. Well, that, quite a game in Las Vegas. One of the top games in the country tonight, high school football games. And we got a big one here tonight. Unfortunately, ball hasn't quite bounced the right way for the SaberCats, but Basha has been all that and then some.
Yeah, Basha has really been dominant on offense. Especially in the second quarter, they've really just been scoring however they want to, whether it's running the ball. You know, a big focus of their offense is number 6, Noah Roberts. He already has 4 touchdowns and 128.5 rushing yards on average in the first 2 games before going into this game. But they haven't even really relied on him all that much besides, inside the 10-yard line, which goes to show how successful their passing game has been this game. Can't say enough about Brody Veers. He's had a phenomenal game. It's really been clicking on all cylinders for the Bears here, but I also do think that, there's something to take away for Saguaro, and, with a few adjustments at halftime, their defense gets, a little bit more breathing time. I think they can come out in the second half and put some points on the board.
Awesome. We're going to take another break here and run some content here at halftime, and then we'll be right back here in just a bit from Basha.
Arizona Wildcats had 2 straight home wins to start off the season. While their second victory didn't come easy as they overcame a slow start to beat the NAU Lumberjacks 22-10. Actually, it was arguably one of the worst offensive performances from the Wildcats in recent years, with just 55 passing yards in the first 2 quarters. Also, they were 0 for 10 on third down and only gained 147 yards before the break. But it was a tale of 2 halves as Arizona opened the scoring and never looked back. UA rallied from the halftime deficit by outscoring the Lumberjacks 16-0 in the second half. Friday, the Wildcats will hit the road for the first time, taking on Big 12 Conference foe Kansas State in a non-conference game. Kansas State also escaped with a 34-27 road victory over Tulane in Week 2. Same as UA, they struggled throughout the first half but turned things around in the second, erasing the double-digit deficit and got a W. Apparently, the 2 top 25 teams surprisingly faced stiff challenges last week, but they'll look to pick up their first win against each other since 1978. Both teams have strong offensive firepower, so it's gonna be a tough matchup. If one of them can come up with a few key stops at the very beginning of the game, their offense should do enough to flip momentum and give them the advantage. For Arizona, they are also aiming to extend their winning streak to 10, including 7 from last year. With number 10 Michigan's loss to third-ranked Texas last week, now the Wildcats have the longest active winning streak in college football. And their 9 straight wins are already tied for the longest one in program history. With Arizona on a winning streak and Kansas State being one of the favorites in the Big 12, we can consider this matchup an early game of the year. Stella Tai with Varsity Sports Show.
Hello everyone, this is Saguaro with the Varsity Sports Show, and I want to thank you all for tuning in. With the high school football season officially underway and teams having played a couple games already, I will be looking at the current top 3 ranked 4A teams in the state and how their season has gone thus far. Currently ranked number 1 in the 4A according to Max Preps are the Eastmark Firebirds. Eastmark opened its season with a 12-3 victory against Canyon del Oro, followed by a 2-0 loss to the Combs Coyotes. After winning the 3A championship in 2023 and being brought up to the 4A, they will look to get back on track in the conference and solidify this ranking with new head coach Jason Lyons from Hamilton. Coming in at number 2 are the UMEC Catholic Shamrocks. The Shamrocks could very easily be declared the top team in the 4A. They are 2-0 thus far and have outscored their opponents 80-13 through 2 games. This team dominated all of last season, going undefeated before losing to Canyon del Oro in the 4A championship game by just 1 score. UMEC Catholic will look to continue this dominant level of play and potentially overcome last season, coming out on top of the conference. Ranked number 3 as of right now are the defending 4A champions, Canyon del Oro Dorados. While the Dorados did open their season with a loss, they responded with a dominant Week 2 victory against the Bradshaw Mountain Bears. Canyon del Oro remain the team to beat in the 4A and are attempting to go back-to-back as champions this season. Varsity Sports Show, this is Saleh Awad reporting.
Hello everyone, I am Mason Byers, a student at Arizona State University, and today I'm reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. Today I wanted to talk about some of the key matchups that we have in Arizona high school football this week, more specifically the 5A conference. We have a couple of key matchups that I think y'all should look out for and what the outcomes mean for both teams. Today I'm going to be talking about how Poston View, the Broncos, are hosting the Campo Verde Coyotes in Week 3. Both teams started their season with a 1-1 record, and both teams are looking to improve to be over 500. The Broncos and the Coyotes both started their season 0-1, but in Week 2, they both got a win over their opponents. This is a huge game for both of these teams as it is early in the season and they do not want to fall behind in the 5A conference. If the Coyotes move to 2-1, that is a great start for their season as they are on a 2-game winning streak. Is the Higley Knights going into the Marana Tigers territory in order to face off against each other? This is going to be a huge game in the 5A conference. Marana Tigers stand at 2-0 and are trying to prove to people that they are a legit contender for the state championship this year. With a win over the back-to-back defending champions, Higley Knights, that would do so and people would start fearing them. As for the back-to-back defending 5A champions, the Higley Knights are trying to start a dynasty. With a win over another 2-0 team, the Higley Knights would again be a favorite to win the 5A championship this year. These are some great matchups to look out for this weekend. I am Mason Byers, and I'm reporting for the Varsity Sports Show.
What's going on? This is Cooper Holman from the Varsity Sports Show, here to give you a preview between the Northern Arizona Lumberjacks and the Utah Tech Trailblazers. Northern Arizona comes off a 22-10 loss to ranked Arizona, marking their first loss of the season. Despite a low-scoring first half, Northern Arizona found themselves heading into the locker room with a 10-6 lead, but remained scoreless for the rest of the game. Quarterback Ty Pennington performed well in the season opener against the Lincoln Oaklanders, going 8 for 10 passing for over 100 yards and scoring 2 touchdowns. But in the matchup against Arizona, we did not see a lot of the same as the Northern Arizona offense struggled as a whole, and quarterback Ty Pennington, he failed to score a touchdown. NAU's defense has been lights out to start the season, and defensive back Alex McLaughlin is a huge reason why. With 18 tackles and a sack to begin the season, look for McLaughlin to be flying around in the secondary. On the other side, Utah Tech is seeking their second ever win against a Big Sky opponent. Their only win came against Northern Arizona last season in a 50-36 win on the road. This season, the Lumberjacks will head to St. George for their matchup and maybe a little revenge from last season's defeat. Utah Tech's last outing wasn't particularly close as they lost to the UNLV Rebels in a 72-14 affair. Utah Tech is looking to play a more competitive game against a team they beat before. Players to look out for on Utah Tech's side would be quarterback Deacon Hill, the redshirt junior who threw for a season-high 188 yards and 2 touchdowns in the matchup against UNLV. And on the defensive side, linebacker Spencer Rich, who led the defense with 12 tackles in last week's game. Northern Arizona will look to get back into the win column on Saturday night and secure the revenge win against Utah Tech. This has been Cooper Holman from the Varsity Sports Show, giving you a preview to the Northern Arizona matchup against Utah Tech. See you guys next time.
I'm Jesse Davis from the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication at Arizona State University, reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. We once again have a full slate of high school boys 6A division football games this week, with some big matchups, including the Brophy Prep Broncos, who sit at 2-0, led by head coach Jason Jewell. A standout for the Broncos this far has been junior wide receiver Devin Fitzgerald, who has 4 receiving touchdowns on the season and is averaging 67.5 receiving yards per game, as the Broncos are on the road to take on the Centennial Coyotes, who are looking to get their first win of the season. The Horizon Huskies stay at home again this week to face the Raymond S. Kelly Cougars, in a game where both teams are looking to get their 3rd straight win of the season. The Huskies, led by head coach Tyson Ditmore, have several game changers, including junior middle linebacker Gage Lee, who's averaging 7 tackles per game. The Mountain View Mesa Toros, led by head coach Andy Litton, are on the road this week, taking on the Liberty Lions. The Toros offense will look to get things going early on the arm of junior quarterback Brady Goodman, who in 2 games this season has completed 28 of 32 attempts for 380 yards and 4 touchdowns. Both of these teams will be looking to improve their record to 3-0. The Saguaro SaberCats are on the road again this time, facing off against the Basha Bears. The SaberCats, led by head coach Darius Kelly, will look to get their first win of the season by leaning on senior running back Elias Johnson, who is averaging 4.2 yards per carry on the ground this season. From the Varsity Sports Show, I'm Jesse Davis.
Vince?
All right, welcome back. We're at halftime here at Basha High School, where the Bears are leading the Saguaro SaberCats 43-0. And joining us on the line is one of our best and brightest from the University of Florida in Gainesville. He is a field correspondent for us, a very talented journalist, as well as the host of Varsity National Live. It is our East Coast Central time zone post-game show for high school football, and he just wrapped a little while ago. His name is Adrian Carmona. Adrian, how's it going?
I'm doing well, Vince. How are you?
We're okay, despite being a bit of a challenge tonight out here for the SaberCats. Give us a little taste of how Varsity National Live went tonight. What were some of the highlights of games that were discussed?
Oh, I mean, it was fun. I'm not gonna lie. For my first time running it, we had a lot of good stories from all of our guests. Jameer was giving us some insight to what's happening in Indiana.
Okay.
A lot of blowout games going on in that state.
Awesome.
Including from his alma mater. He gave us a little bit of stuff from his alma mater. Kalen and Matthew gave some good insight to what's going on in their Texas area, including Houston.
Okay.
And we got some insight from Reese, actually. He joined us live straight from Wisconsin because he's there for the Alabama-Wisconsin game.
Awesome.
And he gave us a good game highlight, and then I kind of ended it off with some post-game Florida stuff, including, some stuff from my humble abode over here in Gainesville.
There you go. It's amazing.
So, yeah, it was a fun time.
What I love about this program is that we're tying together a lot of different communities, but there's so many commonalities that Friday night football is captures the heart of America one night a week, and there's a lot of great games, there's a lot of great players, and it brings a lot of families together. So it's nice to see things going well out there, and appreciate all the work that you do, Adrian, and looking forward to hearing more from you tomorrow on the Varsity Sports Show. And you've got some amazing content that you're producing out there for us, and looking forward to coming weeks and months with all the things that you're presenting from Gainesville.
Thank you so much. Friday Night Lights are undefeated, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
Awesome. Well, there you go. Adrian Carmona, our team member from the University of Florida in Gainesville. Thanks, Adrian. We will check in with you again soon.
Check in with you soon, Vince.
All right. All right, guys. We are a few minutes from ending the half. We're going to pitch it back over to some content from our amazing team. Take it away, Luke.
Arizona 3A football is well underway as we are now into week 4 of the season for most of these teams. Now that the rust has been shaken off, this is where we find out who the contenders and pretenders are in 3A. The first big-time matchup on spooky Friday the 13th is the Arcadia Titans versus the Benjamin Franklin Chargers. Both teams are coming into this game undefeated so far in the early parts of the season, but with much to prove in this game. Arcadia barely escaped with a win last week against Walden Grove, and they're looking to bounce back in a convincing way this week. Benjamin Franklin has routed all 3 of their opponents by an average of 36 points so far this season, and they don't want to get tripped up by the Titans. I like this matchup, and I think it could be a barn burner. The next matchup that caught my eye was the ALA West Foothills Guardians versus the Peoria Panthers. The Guardians are 3-0 on their young season and have only allowed 6 points so far. They are going up against a 4A squad in the Panthers this week, and it could be a tough test. Peoria is coming off a loss to Raymond S. Kellis, so they are looking to feast on the lower division opponent. With a win over the Panthers, the Guardians will undoubtedly be one of the top-ranked 3A teams in Arizona. I'm Jay Skrinke for Varsity Sports, and this has been your 3A football preview.
Hi everyone, my name is Bella Casey from the Varsity Sports Show reporting on the Cactus Shadows football team. This year, the Falcons have a tough schedule, going against teams like Sunnyside, Boulder Creek, ALA Gilbert, Desert Mountain, and Notre Dame Prep. Some of the key players to watch out for are quarterback Donovan Dixon, who has been responsible for 6 touchdowns so far this season and has 351 passing yards so far this year. Another player to look out for this year is senior running back Jake King, who has had 6 rushing touchdowns and was named Player of the Game against Camelback. Lastly, senior defensive end Cole Mays, who was named Player of the Game against West Point and has the most tackles on the defensive line this year. The Falcons have been off to a great start this year, securing wins against Camelback and West Point, and hopefully this will continue a trend to defeat other teams the coming season. Last year, the team went 5-8, losing against Boulder Creek, Higley, Desert Mountain, ALA Gilbert North, Notre Dame Prep, and Horizon. These games this year are going to be key factors in showing the Falcons' improvement and growth during the off-season and how the team has refined its strategies. Thank you for watching, and once again, I'm Bella Casey from the Varsity Sports Show, and this was a report on the Cactus Shadows football team.
All right, welcome back. Okay. We were having some audio difficulties here, but Kavish, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
I know we're only a foot apart from each other, but here with the headsets on. All right, so the Cats will re-kick it, and a little line drive along the right side. Tight end picks up along the sideline before finally stepping out of bounds. And the Bears will have it 1st and 10 here to start this half.
Yeah, I don't know if that was intentional or not, that low kick, but Dash Blake, their returner on most of the punts and kickoff returns, has had a great returning day, so maybe they opted to go for a little short kick.
Trying to keep it away from him.
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame him. So, anyway. And on 1st and 10, receiver split out wide. Veers on the screen and deflected in and out of the hands of the intended target, Gio Richardson. So now we're at that point with a fairly comfortable 43-point lead here to start the second half. The clock is running. It's a continuous clock now because of that margin being at least 42 points. So the game will speed up just a little bit for the time being. And around the corner, the run by 26. That was Isaiah McIver.
Great blocking there by the offensive line, getting out there and setting the edge. You know, Vince, I think with a lead like this, I'm not going to be surprised at all if the Bears opt to just lean on running back Noah Roberts a lot in the second half. Take the time off the clock. And he's had a lot of success this game, too. So,
well, and a new quarterback as well, Hayden Rodriguez, number 18, in for the Bears. Rodriguez, a senior. And running back, 26, McIver. Getting the carry, breaking free in the middle of the field before finally being brought down. And at the bottom of the pile, 21 for the SaberCats, Kydell Stone. 1st and 10, Bears on their own 43 of Saguaro. And they give to Blake. Blake around the corner. Blake. And another 1st down.
Dash Blake off the right side.
So Basha intentionally, as you said, Kavish, keeping it on the ground here, trying to control the football, get the 1st downs, keep the football, keep it away out of the hands of the SaberCats while.
Yeah, I thought that was a great play design there by the Bears. You know, they were started out in an empty set and then just pitched to the running back and got some more yards.
It was great to see some familiar faces, some friendly faces pregame. Had a chance to chat briefly with Mike Denny, who is coaching special teams here at Basha. Of course, Coach Denny, longtime coach in the Chandler district, and also the head coach for the Gila River Hawks of the Hohokam Junior College Athletic Conference a couple of years ago before deciding to take a break and stepping back into the high school game and helping out here at Basha. Clock continues to move, under 9 minutes remaining.
Another great run there by McIver. Another empty set here. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if they go for another run play.
Rodriguez tucks, keeps, runs before being stopped just past the line of scrimmage, and in on the stop primarily Brady Cochran for the SaberCats.
Got to the 5 where they tripped him up. 2nd down for the Bears.
And 2nd and 5 on the 5. Rodriguez gives to McIver. McIver turns it up and is in the end zone for a Bears touchdown.
McIver on the carry, touchdown!
Another excellent drive there by the Bears.
Run by number 26, Isaiah McIver.
And the extra point attempt is up and good.
And the extra point is good.
And the Basha Bears now leading the Saguaro SaberCats 50-0 here in the third quarter.
I'm interested to see what Saguaro's offense is going to look like here in the second half. You know, being down by 50, you know, not a great position to be in. But conversely, I'm sure the whole playbook's wide open for them right now, whether it's concepts that, you know, they don't have too much experience in that they want to try out. And I think that's a good thing, especially with a young quarterback. Try some different plays, maybe take some deep shots. A lot of room for trial and error here.
Deep into the end zone for the touchback.
And the kick is a touchback. Hey, a big thank you to Elite Care. You know, Elite Care is Arizona's leader in orthopedic and sports medicine bracing. They've been specializing in custom knee braces.
So here in the third quarter, as the offensive staff address Saguaro, we see the quarterback, Zaylin Danielson, back out on the field. Receiver split out wide for the Cats. Elias Johnson, and overthrows along the sideline there. Pass is incomplete. Under 8 minutes, and clock continues to run. Folks, be sure, once again, stick around. Post-game, couple things going on. Links will be on our social media. Post-game report. Danielson sprints, turns it up. Now, that is not a freshman running the football, Kavish.
He's a big dude. He's a big dude, and honestly, he's had most of their success rushing the football tonight. They haven't been able to run too well with their backs tonight. The Basha D-line's done a good job of containing him. But, you know, when you have a QB with that arm and also that big and it has some wheels on him, you know, you're not going to be able to contain him all the time. Looks like a corner blitz here maybe.
Trying a hard count, looking back to the sideline, but yes. Danielson looks, runs, still on his feet, and just getting piled on. And getting the first down. So a bit of a bright spot. Finds that first down marker, just does enough to get across and keep the drive going. Danielson on the swing to Whitaker, who's met promptly. May have been a missed block on the edge, and does his best, hangs on to the football, but a loss on the play, might have lost 2 yards.
Yeah, the screens were working for them a little bit in the first half, primarily the first quarter, but, you know, as the third quarter started, looks like Basha's picked up on that.
Loss of 1. 2nd and 11. Johnson in the backfield. 4 receivers for the SaberCats. Danielson still on his feet and can do nothing except just hold that football and go down. Wrapped up in the backfield.
Yeah, it's interesting. It looks like Danielson, if his first read's not available, he's looking to take off and run, and he's had some success. He's just picked up a first down doing that. But, you know, that's not going to work all the time, and, you know, they got him there for the sack.
3rd and long. Under 5 minutes now in the quarter. Big game next week back at Saguaro. Chaminade from Southern California coming in. Pass complete to Aiden Whitaker. It'll be interesting with films tomorrow morning and some of the key takeaways. And our very own Jesse Davis will have a chance to visit with Coach Darius Kelly after the game, as well as we've had a short list of SaberCat players of the game, Kavish, that you've been developing, and we'll be visiting with that player post-game. And that interview will be run tonight on our post-game show on AM 1060 KDUS Arizona between 10:30 and 11:30. Pass complete to Mason Whitaker. Came back for it. And turnover on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bears with under 4 minutes remaining.
Good ball there by Danielson. Got it right on him, but, you know, they had a 10 or plus yards to gain on that, and just a little short of the yardstick.
And once again, Bears quarterback Hayden Rodriguez. Empty backfield for the Bears. Rodriguez looks to keep, does, and is wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. This time by number 5, Jack Elrod.
Yeah, great play by Elrod there. You know, on Basha's last possession, they did a few quarterback design draws, so looks like Suarez picked up on that. Great play there.
Clock still moving, coming up on 3 minutes remaining. Single back in the backfield in McIver. 4 receiver set. Edge pressure from the Cats. Pass complete. And Elrod in on the stop. Got back to the original line of scrimmage.
Great tackle made there by Elias Johnson. Quite the dual player here for the Saguaro Wildcats.
Oh, number 6 making a play. Rodriguez throws, and pass is incomplete.
It'll be interesting to see what Basha opt to do here on 4th and 10. On the opponent's 35, the options are open.
Coming up on 2 minutes remaining in the quarter. 4th down. Rodriguez awaits the snap. Hard count, and we have a flag. Delay a game. And that will now force what appears to be the punt unit coming in for the Bears.
Also wondering if that could be intentional, you know, giving their punter a little extra yardage to, you know, get some space.
Could be.
Want to pin him down.
Could be. Deep to receive for the SaberCats, Elijah Jackson.
But I think that's going to do a lot of confidence for the Saguaro defense. First stop in a while for them, so great possession for them.
Good punt. And looks like it rolls, got a nice bounce into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. SaberCats will get it on the 20.
They got fortunate there. How good of a punt was that, Vince? I mean,
yeah.
that ball stopped moving at right inside the end zone.
Kevin is your local State Farm agent. He's been helping Basha families with all of their insurance and financial services for years. So give him a
Once
call.
again, the offense on the sideline, getting some last-minute instruction, and Zealand Danielson will go out with the offense. It'll be 1st and 10. Razier in the backfield as well. Aiden and Mason Whitaker lined up out wide. The give to Razier. Razier turns it up, finds a little open field, and gets a first down with 34 seconds remaining in the quarter.
Great run there by Rozier. Had some space up the middle and picked up the first down.
Phillips in on the stop. As Danielson scans the sideline.
Well, I'd really like to see a deep shot here. You know, I think they've been going with some underneath routes, whether it's running the football or some, quick screen plays. I think, if they opt to take a shot here, I think they could catch Basha off.
End of the third quarter, Basha Bears leading comfortably over the Saguaro SaberCats 50-0. We'll be right back after the break.
We are back. Suarez the football. And a little check down underneath to number 18, Quentin Sims. Second and 4 for the Wildcats on their own 39-yard line. Danielson's taken off and makes a smart play and checks it off to the running back, number 6, Elias Johnson. Good string of completions here for the Wildcats. They might be down by 50, but there's there's a decent amount of game left to be played, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot they're going to be looking in the film room tomorrow. So they want to put some points on the board. And it looks like an injury on the field. We will be right back with you. We're back. Great to see the player walking off on his own accord. And the Wildcats still on offense. Oh gosh, I honestly don't know. First and 10 here for the SaberCats. This is one of their better drives of the game. They've had some success passing the ball. Let's see what they can get here. A little toss play to the left. And there is space. SaberCats are looking revived here in the fourth quarter. Junior number 32, Junior Phillips on the tackle. First and 10 for the SaberCats. 3 receivers to the right. Handoff up the middle. And another big run here. Phenomenal run by number 6, Elias Johnson. He's been making plays happen for the SaberCats here. Back-to-back first downs here for Saguaro. First and 10 here on Basha 20. You know, Saguaro might be down by a fair bit, but the fans have showed out for them. The support's been consistent throughout the game. They're still looking for a Saguaro touchdown. QB drops it off to number 4, Mason Whitaker, but a flag on the play. Let's see what it is.
52.
Was I in front of the line?
Your 52 was down. The eligible player down the field on the offense, number 52. 5-yard penalty, still first.
Killer there for the SaberCats. But they've had a lot of success on this possession here. Let's see if they can make it pay off. Clock running, coming down on 8:30 left in the fourth quarter, and it's first and 15 on the Basha 25. Blitz off the edge for Basha, and they get the ball is loose. Let's see. Looks like it's staying here for the SaberCats, but not what they want to see on what's been a very successful drive for them. Danielson in center. Second and 32. And another flag on the play.
Dead ball, false start. Offense, number 2. 5-yard penalty, still second.
And a real unfortunate drive here for the SaberCats. They were having a lot of success passing the ball, but penalties in that fumble have seemingly put them in a very difficult position. They're now facing a second and 37. I'm sure Coach Kelly tomorrow during film is going to be harping on the penalties during this game. Ooh, good pump fake by Danielson. And he has a lane, picks up about 10 on the run. excuse me, Whitaker on the keeper there. Danielson coming back in. You have a stop and play here. We'll be right back after the break. We're back here at Basha High School. Sabercats are facing a 3rd and 37 here. Completion to number 19, Delonta Foley. His first catch of the game. And surely 4th down territory here for the Sabercats. Fourth and 15, 25-yard line. Danielson back to throw. And he escapes the sack. And it's an incompletion on 4th down. Great job by Danielson of avoiding the sack there. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to make anything happen. And it is Basha ball with a little under 5:30 remaining in the 4th quarter. Now, Basha have had a really consistent game here. You know, you see 50, and you think about the offense, and their offense has been amazing, whether it's running the ball, throwing, QB. Brody Veers has had a phenomenal game, but I think their defense has also been very underspoken this game and has had a great performance. Anytime you keep the opponent to 0 points, it's a phenomenal game, and they've done a great job pressuring the quarterback, and they got the 4th down stop there. Screen pass to number 80, Christian Walker. Minimal gain there.
Christian Walker on the reception.
Number 18, Hayden Rodriguez in at QB. Couple hard counts trying to get Saguaro to jump. Another bubble screen that is dropped. Something we haven't seen much from Basha today, a few drops. But it looks like they are trying to seemingly just end the game with a few quick passing plays and some running plays here. Let's see what they dial up on 3rd and 10. Great tackle there by number 51, Braden Strom. Forces the 4th down. Saguaro's defense has played significantly better in the 4th quarter, getting back-to-back stops here. And it looks like the punt unit's coming out for Basha. Still time for Saguaro to get some points on the board. Their fans are still here, very loyal fans, and they're cheering for a score more than anybody. Looks like a penalty here.
Dead ball, delay of game, offense. 5-yard penalty, still fourth.
Delay of game here by Basha. Good punt and a muffed catch, but he picks it up. And a solid return there by number 10, Elijah Jackson. 2:58 left in the fourth quarter. This may be Saguaro's last possession of the game. Let's see if they can make something happen here. Another reminder, we have Varsity Live post-game after this. Tune in to hear a lot of reports from the games going on in the Arizona area. First and 10 for Saguaro on the 37. Motion in the backfield. Oh, and it's a deep ball. And it is just over the head of the receiver there. That would have been a touchdown if it was on him. And that's kind of been the story of the game for Saguaro tonight. You know, they've had some chances, but whether it's been penalties or turnovers, they haven't been able to make it happen there. Coming up on 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. The SaberCats are in no hurry to get their offense going. 2nd and 10. Quick catch in the flat by number 4, Mason Whitaker. One of the few highlights of the game has been Whitaker. He's had a numerous amount of catches this game. Him and Elias Johnson have carried the bulk of the load today for the SaberCats. 3rd and short here. Toss play. And a successful run here. Elias Johnson making people miss as he goes into Basha territory. And the Saguaro fans are real excited here. They're on their feet. They don't want to go home without seeing a Saguaro touchdown tonight. Under a minute remaining. Throw and catch to number 9, Grant Williams. Time is ticking, though, for Saguaro if they want to get some points on the board here. They're coming up on 30 seconds left. First and 10 for the SaberCats. Danielson under center. And it is caught but incomplete. Out of bounds there. And the clock is still running here. And it looks like that will be the last possession of the game. Oh, it will not. Timeout called with 5 seconds left. We'll be right back. This is Kavish Siddhartha, back with Varsity Sports. Looks like we're going to be most likely the last play of the game here for the Saguaro SaberCats. Haven't been able to put on any points on the board, but their fans are still here cheering for them. Make sure to tune in to Varsity Live tonight to get a recap of all the great high school games going on in the Arizona area. I will be on there talking about the Saguaro Basha game highlights. And a quick throw out of bounds to receiver number 12, Aiden Whitaker. And the clock stops with 2.8 seconds left. And another timeout by Saguaro. They really want to get this in the end zone here. And I don't blame them. They've had a lot of bright spots this game. But at the end of the day, it's how many points you can get on the board. And they obviously feel they're deserving of leaving this game with a touchdown. Saguaro coming out for the last play of the game. They are just inside the 10-yard line. Let's see if they can end the game on a high note. And another timeout here by Basha this time. Basha defense heading out on the field. You know, you'll rarely see two back-to-back timeouts when an opponent's up 50-0, but it's evident that both teams want to make a stand here on both sides. Let's see who will prevail. Saguaro with the ball just inside the 10-yard line. Danielson back to throw, and he is sacked to end the game by number 47. And that concludes our game here at Basha High School. Victory for the Basha Bears, 50-0. Thanks for everyone who joined in live on our YouTube today. It was a great game here. We'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us.